Have you ever stopped to think about that small, plain box of baking soda sitting quietly in the back of your kitchen cabinet? You might even have 2 or 3 boxes tucked away. One you bought years ago for baking cookies, another you keep in the fridge to absorb odors, and maybe one that's just there, gathering dust. But what if I told you that humble little box could be one of the most valuable tools you have for taking care of your health? Not a fancy prescription, not a pricey supplement, just something you can buy for $1 at any grocery store. The truth is, only a tiny fraction of people truly understand how powerful baking soda can be, especially for older adults. Today, you're going to discover how this everyday ingredient can help you feel better, live easier, and even save you money when used wisely and responsibly. As we get older, our bodies change in ways we don't always notice until we feel it. One of the biggest changes, though, rarely talked about, is how our internal balance of acidity and alkalinity, known as pH, starts to shift. When we eat heavy processed foods, drink coffee, deal with stress, or simply age, our bodies can become slightly more acidic. And when your body's pH is too acidic, it can lead to all kinds of discomfort, more joint pain, more heartburn, fatigue even, a weaker immune system. Baking soda can help restore balance. Scientists call it a natural buffer, which simply means it helps neutralize excess acid and bring your body's pH closer to where it needs to be. In fact, your body already produces small amounts of bicarbonate, the same thing in baking soda, to help keep your blood and tissues at the right balance. Think about the last time you felt unusually tired or achy after a big meal or a stressful week. Chances are your body was a little more acidic than it should be. A small amount of baking soda mixed with water can help restore that balance. Of course, this doesn't mean you should just start drinking it every day without care, but knowing how it works and when to use it gives you an extra tool to feel better, naturally. One of the most common problems that baking soda can help with is heartburn. If you've ever felt that burning sensation rising in your chest after dinner, that uncomfortable feeling we all know too well, you're not alone. Heartburn happens when stomach acid travels back up into your esophagus, leaving you with a sour taste and that burning discomfort. The good news is that you don't always need to reach for expensive antacids. That same little box of baking soda sitting in your pantry can bring you fast, effective relief, often in just a few minutes. Here's how it works. Baking soda is alkaline, which means it can neutralize the excess acid in your stomach. When you mix it with water and drink it, the baking soda reacts with your stomach acid, turning it into water, salt, and a harmless gas, giving you almost immediate relief from that burning. To make this simple remedy, just dissolve 1 teaspoon of baking soda in about 8 ounces of water. Stir well and drink it slowly. You can do this up to 3 times a day, but it's important not to overdo it. And if you have high blood pressure, heart problems, or if your heartburn happens often, more than twice a week, you should talk to your doctor before using baking soda. Frequent heartburn can be a sign of a more serious condition, so don't ignore it. For those occasional flare-ups, though, this natural, inexpensive solution can help you enjoy your meals without the pain later. For millions of older adults, arthritis is more than just a little stiffness. It can make even the simplest tasks, like opening a jar or walking to the mailbox, feel like a challenge. The constant swelling, the aching joints, the inflammation, it all adds up and wears you down over time. But research has shown that baking soda can influence your immune system in a surprising way. When you take a small, safe amount of baking soda in water, it seems to quiet down certain immune cells that trigger inflammation in your body, especially the kind that can make arthritis feel worse. One study found that just 2 weeks of this simple practice helped to reduce inflammatory activity, creating a more balanced, less painful state in the body. Here's how you can try it. Dissolve half a teaspoon of baking soda in a large glass of water and drink it slowly after breakfast. Do this once a day for 2 weeks, then take a week off before deciding if you want to repeat it. This gives your body time to adjust and prevents overuse. But it's very important to note, if you have high blood pressure, heart disease, or if you're on a low-sodium diet, talk to your doctor before trying this. Baking soda contains sodium, which can affect those conditions. Think of this not as a cure, but as one more tool you can use, along with healthy movement, a good diet, and the right medical care, to feel more comfortable in your body. Your kidneys quietly work day and night, filtering waste and keeping your body's fluids in balance. But as we age, and especially if we have conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure, those hard-working kidneys can begin to wear down. One common problem in kidney disease is called metabolic acidosis. That's when your body becomes too acidic because your kidneys can't remove enough acid. Over time, this extra acid can cause even more damage to your kidneys. Studies have shown that a small daily dose of baking soda can help correct that acid buildup and slow the progression of kidney disease. In one study, patients who added baking soda to their routine lowered their risk of worsening kidney damage by more than 1/3. The method is simple. Dissolve half a teaspoon of baking soda in a glass of water and drink it once a day, preferably in the morning. But you should never start this on your own if you already have kidney problems. Always speak with your doctor first. They can help you monitor your pH levels and sodium and make sure it's safe for you. Few things are more irritating than those little mouth sores, also called canker sores, that make it painful to eat, talk, or even smile. And for many seniors, bad breath can become a nagging worry, no matter how well you brush and floss. Baking soda offers a simple, natural solution for both. Canker sores thrive in acidic environments. Baking soda helps by neutralizing that acid and soothing irritation almost immediately. Plus, its mild antibacterial properties make it harder for bacteria to grow and worsen the sore. To treat a sore, you have 2 options. Make a paste by mixing a little baking soda with just enough water to form a soft consistency. Dab it directly on the sore with a clean cotton swab, let it sit for about a minute or 2, then rinse your mouth. Or make an oral rinse by dissolving 1 teaspoon of baking soda in a glass of warm water. Swish gently for 30 seconds and spit. Repeat 3 times a day until the sore feels better. If bad breath is your concern, baking soda can help here too. Bad breath often comes from bacteria that love acidic conditions. A baking soda rinse after brushing can neutralize odors and make your mouth feel clean and fresh. Just dissolve 1 teaspoon of baking soda in warm water and swish for 30 seconds twice a day. No matter how careful you are, bug bites and little skin irritations happen, especially if you enjoy gardening, walking outdoors, or just sitting on your porch on a summer evening. The itch, redness, and swelling can be frustrating and distracting. Luckily, baking soda offers fast, gentle relief. Mix 3 parts baking soda with 1 part water to create a smooth paste. Apply it directly to the bite or irritated area. Let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes, then rinse gently with warm water. Baking soda helps calm the skin's inflammation and neutralize the acidic compounds that cause itching. If you notice any serious symptoms like trouble breathing, dizziness, or severe swelling, seek medical help immediately, as those can be signs of a serious allergic reaction. Have you ever noticed how quickly your muscles tire when you walk uphill, climb stairs, or carry groceries? As we get older, that feeling of fatigue comes faster, often because our muscles build up lactic acid more quickly. Baking soda can actually help with that. Studies show that baking soda acts as a natural buffer, neutralizing the lactic acid that builds up in your muscles during activity. This means you can move longer and feel less sore afterward. About 30 minutes before light exercise, dissolve half a teaspoon of baking soda in a glass of water and drink it slowly. Be sure to stay hydrated and start with a small amount to see how your body reacts. Some people feel mild stomach discomfort at first, so it's best to test on a light activity day. While baking soda can be a wonderful natural remedy, it's not for everyone, and it's important to use it wisely. Because baking soda contains sodium, it can raise your blood pressure if you already have hypertension, heart disease, or if you're on a low-sodium diet. If you take daily medications, it may also interfere with how some of them work. That's why it's always best to talk to your doctor before using baking soda regularly for health reasons. You should also avoid taking more than the recommended amounts. Overusing baking soda can lead to stomach cramps, nausea, and even affect the balance of electrolytes in your body. And if you notice frequent heartburn, ongoing kidney issues, or other persistent symptoms, don't just self-treat. Those can be signs of more serious problems that need professional care. It's amazing to think that something as simple and inexpensive as baking soda, something you've probably had in your kitchen for years, can do so much to help you feel better, more comfortable, and more confident in your own health. From calming heartburn and soothing arthritis pain, to freshening your breath and even supporting your kidneys, baking soda truly is one of the most overlooked tools for seniors who want to live well without breaking the bank. But remember, it's not a miracle cure, and it's not a substitute for medical care. Use it wisely, talk with your doctor when needed, and treat it as one more way you can take charge of your well-being. If you found this information helpful, please share it with your friends and loved ones, and let us know how you've used baking soda in your own life. Stay well, stay curious, and take good care of yourself.